I used to be an executive, a corporate executive, and now I'm a small business owner.
Okay.
And having been an executive, I can tell you that I believe we need to do some reduction in corporate tax to be competitive worldwide.
Yep.
I'm in agreement with that. But dropping it to 15%, I can tell you that I would just get a bigger bonus. We would just pay our executives more. It never dropped down to the working class. It never dropped down to employees. I mean,
what about all those companies moving their headquarters formerly abroad, Bonnie? Would it bring them home, stop them from going?
That's what I said. I said we need to be more. I think we need to be more to be more competitive from a corporate standpoint. But I don't think we need to drop it to 15%. Like you say, corporations right now have huge fluctuations, huge cash reserves.
Okay, the question's on the table. Let's go to Ed in Versailles, Kentucky. Ed, you're on the air. Thanks for calling.
I'm a retired corporate executive. I spent 40 years in the most competitive business in America. And I'm a Republican. And I think the concept that cutting taxes on corporations or individuals, especially on corporations, is going to increase their investment is not right. I worked with hundreds of businessmen, and never once in 40 years did I hear these guys say, well, I'm not going to make any more money because I would have to pay taxes on it. They all tried to maximize their profit, and then they obviously took advantage of every tax loophole they could find. Now, we have a very complex tax structure that needs to be cleaned up.
Yep.
But the idea that an individual like my son says, I could be a doctor, but I'd have to pay too much taxes, so I'd rather be a taxi
So what would you do, Ed?
What contrary to human nature.
What would you do? You've been in business. You're looking at the economy. You're a Republican. What would you do?
Well, I think the reason that their jobs are going overseas is because there are no barriers. There's no penalty to corporations taking the jobs overseas. We need trade programs that make it advantageous to corporations to keep jobs in America.
Would you cut taxes? Where would you cut if you were going to?
Does not do that.
Would you cut taxes? And if you would, where would you cut them?
I would cut them on the middle-class people who are going to take that money and then go buy a new truck or put an addition on their house or go on vacation. The people that are going to spend the money. Putting the money in corporate coffers, they've got the money now. You've said it exactly right. If they were going to invest, they've got plenty of money to invest. And at 1% interest rate, we could do all kinds of investments. But you need the consumer buying in order to make it work, and that's where I'd put the tax cuts.
I appreciate your call.